So how are you feeling about Taylor and Travis? Is there a big Kansas City Chiefs fan? Is that true?
Yes.
So what are you thinking, Morgan Freeman, about this?
Are you a Swiftie? Mr. Freeman,
Travis is playing better than ever.
I don't think about them at all.
All you care about is the touchdowns and wins. Huh?
Yeah, are you winning? Right. No.
Yikes. Well, that crazy Super Bowl performance talk, and now we're learning Taylor had sworn from the beginning of her relationship with Travis that she'd never bless the Super Bowl stage until after Travis retires. And the reason behind the whole thing? An absolute shocker. The NFL is practically begging Taylor to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, but she's got one very important reason for turning them down. For now. And no, it's not because of scheduling conflicts or brand deals. It's all about Travis. Despite fans clamoring for her to take the stage, Swift won't even consider the gig while Kelce is still playing. A source spilled that she'd rather be in the stands cheering him on than performing under the stadium lights. And honestly, it makes complete sense. If the Chiefs make it to the big game, like they just did, she wouldn't want to be stuck backstage instead of celebrating or consoling like she did her man. Of course, the NFL is desperate to secure a massive headliner after Kendrick Lamar's halftime show left fans divided. Some called it one of the worst performances in Super Bowl history, so now the league is scrambling to deliver something huge next year. Naturally, Swift is their dream performer, but she's made it clear she'll wait until Kelce retires. Interestingly, the reason she never performed before wasn't just timing, it was Pepsi. Swift's long-standing partnership with Coke meant she couldn't touch an event sponsored by their biggest rival. But with Apple now in charge, the door is wide open, and let's be real, if Taylor ever says yes, the NFL will roll out the red carpet in a heartbeat. Meanwhile, Kelce is at a crossroads. After a rough 2024 season and a devastating Super Bowl loss to the Eagles, rumors are swirling that he might retire. If he does, could we see a Swift Super Bowl show sooner than expected? Time will tell, but the NFL is definitely keeping that phone line open just in case. While the NFL is holding its breath for Taylor, not everyone is caught up in the Taylor-Travis frenzy. Case in point, Morgan Freeman, who could not care less about their romance, and he made that rather clear in a recent interview. The Hollywood icon was chatting on CBS Mornings about his latest Netflix project when the conversation took a detour into Chiefs territory. Freeman, a huge fan of the team, was asked about Travis's highly publicized relationship with Swift. His response? Pure savage. "I don't think about them at all," he deadpanned, leaving the hosts and guests cracking up. When pressed further, because apparently no one can escape the Swift-Kelce discourse, he doubled down. "Are you winning?" he asked, making it crystal clear that football is his only priority.
So how are you feeling about Taylor and Travis? Is there a big Kansas City Chiefs fan? Is that true?
Yes.
So what are you thinking, Morgan Freeman, about this?
Are you a Swiftie? Mr. Freeman,
Travis is playing better than ever.
I don't think about them at all.
All you care about is the touchdowns and wins. Huh?
Yeah, are you winning? Right. No.
Fans were living for his reaction. Some cheered him on for keeping the focus on the game, while others called out the media for forcing every celebrity to weigh in on the Swift-Kelce relationship. One person even compared the media obsession to the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie era, aka peak Hollywood tabloid madness. But let's be real. As long as Taylor keeps showing up to Chiefs games and Kelce's career status remains uncertain, the headlines aren't slowing down anytime soon. With rumors swirling about Travis potentially retiring after a brutal season, there's even more speculation about what's next for the couple. But while Morgan may not care about Taylor and Travis's romance, the rest of the world definitely does, especially now that the couple finally has some time to enjoy their relationship away from the spotlight. After months of packed schedules, Taylor's Eras Tour, Travis's Super Bowl run, and everything in between, the two are reportedly planning a much-needed private getaway. According to a source, the couple is eager to unwind, focus on their relationship, and even discuss their future, and honestly, they deserve it. This isn't their first romantic retreat either. Last year, in the NFL offseason, Taylor and Travis escaped to the Bahamas for some sun, sand, and much-needed relaxation. The two were spotted strolling hand-in-hand along the beach, looking effortlessly stylish. Taylor kept it casual in white shorts and a crop tank, while Travis rocked swim trunks and a laid-back tee. Their post-vacation glow was undeniable when they were later seen at Nobu, Malibu, looking happier than ever. Now, with both their schedules finally clear, there's even buzz about a possible Met Gala debut in 2025. Swift is no stranger to fashion's biggest night, and Kelce, who has a growing interest in high fashion, would definitely make a splash. But for now, they're prioritizing their private time. With Taylor's next album, The Tortured Poets Department, dropping in April, and another leg of the Eras Tour kicking off soon, this might be their last chance to truly slow down. But if history tells us anything, their every move, whether on a beach, a football field, or the Met Gala steps, will always be headline-worthy. Despite a disappointing Super Bowl performance and swirling retirement rumors, it looks like Travis isn't ready to hang up his cleats just yet. Whispers are Chief star is leaning towards continuing his NFL career rather than calling it quits after the 2025 season. While speculation about his future ramped up following the Chiefs' brutal Super Bowl loss, where Kelce managed just 39 yards on 4 receptions, it seems the tight end still has some fire left in him. On The Rich Eisen Show, Rossini shared that those close to Kelce believes he wants to keep playing, adding, "I haven't heard anyone say, yeah, he's really struggling with what he wants to do." That's good news for the Chiefs, who will need clarity before Kelce's hefty $11.5 million roster bonus kicks in on March 14th. His current contract, set to expire after the 2025 season, carries a massive $19.8 million cap hit. While the team would love to have their veteran leader back, they'll need to factor in his long-term future when making off-season decisions. Kelce himself admitted he wasn't at his best in the Super Bowl, calling it a tough one to swallow on his New Heights podcast. He even took personal responsibility for not keeping his teammates calm, cool, and collected during the game. But if history has shown us anything, it's that Kelce thrives on adversity. Despite a statistically down year, posting career lows in yardage and touchdowns, he remains one of the league's most dominant tight ends. And let's be real, if anyone can bounce back from a rough season, it's Travis.
That Kelce at times struggled this year to get open and to create separation. This would be the highest cap hit for a tight end in the entire league. Is this the end of Travis Kelce, who I believe is the GOAT tight end, and his relationship with the Chiefs?
Travis Kelce's a team player. He's a team player, and he's making so much money off the field, he's not going to have a problem taking a pay cut. He's not going to have a problem doing that because he's going to make up for whatever he doesn't get off the field because he has so much going on. Trust me, he's good. Trust me, good. He's dating a billionaire.
Meanwhile, his personal life remains as high profile as ever. After the Super Bowl loss, Kelce was spotted heading straight to Taylor's suite inside Caesars Superdome, where she and his family were waiting to console him. With Swift preparing for the European leg of her Eras Tour and Kelce facing big career decisions, the couple's next moves, both on and off the field, are bound to keep making headlines. So will he officially return for another run at his 4th Super Bowl ring? For now, all signs point to yes, but in the NFL, things can change fast. And speaking of change, it looks like Taylor is having a major influence on Travis, at least according to his big brother Jason. During a candid conversation on the Fitz and Wit podcast with former NFL quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jason couldn't help but gush about the huge changes he's seen in Travis over the past year. And while he didn't explicitly name-drop Taylor, it's pretty obvious who he was hinting at. Jason described his brother's transformation as staggering, pointing out how Travis's living space has completely evolved. Fitzpatrick even chimed in, joking about how the Chiefs tight end used to have a basketball hoop in his living room. Before dating Taylor, Travis was all about that bachelor life, with barely any furniture, no pool table, and definitely no couches. Now, he's got a more put-together, grown-up vibe, something Jason fully credits to the new presence in his life. Of course, Jason has always been vocal about Travis's fun-loving, carefree personality. He even called him Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, referencing how his little brother just never seemed to grow up. But when asked if Travis has finally matured, Jason admitted, for sure, it's changing. He added that sometimes the right person comes along and brings out that side of you, a not-so-subtle nod to Taylor Swift's influence.
I don't know if I should share this.
The last time I was at his house was 3 years ago. Yep. I'm going to ask a little bit about furniture and maybe just how much he's grown up in the last 3 years. And a pool table. I don't think he had any couches.
He never grew up. Like he was like Peter Pan, like the Lost Boys.
Is he growing up now, though?
For sure. It's a good thing.
That are worth changing for.
It's changing. And I think that sometimes, you get people in your life that maybe get that out of you. And he's still, though, got that youthful enthusiasm. I think he'll kind of always have that. It's just part of his personality. And he's a free spirit in the best possible way.
Yes, he is.
You can't help but just love the guy.
That said, Jason reassured fans that Travis hasn't lost his signature youthful enthusiasm and probably never will. That's just his personality, Jason said, emphasizing that no matter how much he grows, Travis will always be a free spirit, and honestly, that's one of the many reasons people love him. It's no secret that Taylor and Travis have been going strong since they started dating in 2023. Between her Eras Tour and his NFL dominance, the two have managed to make time for each other, whether it's jetting off to the Bahamas for a private getaway or supporting one another at massive events. Now, with the Chiefs season wrapped and Taylor gearing up for her European tour, it'll be interesting to see what's next for the couple. One thing's for sure, Travis is evolving, and it looks like Taylor is right at the heart of it all. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.